Well, good evening. Thank you to the Basca Board for this award. I am so honored to be among such fabulous people and all of you, even though I can't see you. Today, when education is treated as a business and children as products, Bank Street still educates children to be citizens of a democracy, not a business. Thank you, Carol Hillman, for nominating me. As co-chair of our alumni group, you help find remarkable speakers and provide a home for our glorious annual potluck suppers. Yes, and Ursula presented at one of them, yay. And I taught with Ursula's mother when I was young and not gray. A wonderful woman. 2 courses essentially prepared me for my life's work with the Jinkwasi of Namibia, Africa. Observation and recording with the inimitable Dorothy Cohen. She taught me to observe and meticulously record a child's behaviors. In contrast to a shallow skill checklist, O&R's valuable and, yes, time-consuming work helps us know and support a child through multiple observations of their play exploration and social interactions. The second course in storytelling with Deanna Wokestein, I took twice. When a dear friend sent folklore from the Trum people of Southern Africa, I was smitten. Fierce, right, Rachel? Fierce Deanna, as mentor and friend, supported and guided my exploration of these stories. Both courses provided critical knowledge and insight for developing Nai Village schools. 1990 found me in the Kalahari to study with Master Jinkwa storytellers and at the request of elders to start schools in remote villages that would prepare children for the new Namibian curriculum. In 1991, my 2 young children, Annabelle and Paul, joined me in developing a second school. Believe me, Jinkwasi wrote the book on progressive and constructivist education. As Elder Ngoma Ngan said, Dabige akangang ko ikasi kota ikasi. You wonder what he said. He said what the culture lives by. Our children are the first things in our eyes and hearts. Jinkwasi have occupied the Kalahari for 35,000 years and possess the oldest human DNA. Their traditional educational practices are the oldest field-tested curricula we have. Jinkwa decision-making processes epitomize direct participatory democracy. 1 person, 1 vote. Enhanced by really ferocious discussions that lead to consensus. These practices are the basis of Jinkwa education. For Jinkwasi, child autonomy is paramount. For democracy to thrive, and they are our oldest living continuing democracy. Children require independence to make decisions and experience possible outcomes. Jinkwasi, now listen to this carefully. Jinkwasi do not have a word for mistake. So children are free to experience outcomes, negative and positive. Through millennia, this egalitarian culture has demonstrated that the storytelling, problem-solving mind is the foundation of democracy. Jinkwasi taught me democracy supports all families. Fundamental to Jinkwa democracy is a cultural concept of enough. This is in stark contrast to free market capitalism, riven with competition that fractures society into hierarchies, ensuring that someone is always left out. Greed devours our democracy. Look around and see that we lack a measurement for what is enough and therefore lack a measurement for what is excessive. Jinkwasi taught me, and this is for you, Harriet, play is not a tool, it is the toolbox of problem solving. Raising children to celebrate how different people just have different minds endows communities with creativity, dexterity, unity, and yes, wisdom. Next week, I return for the 17th time to continue what began under one thorn tree. 6 village elementary schools now thrive. To prepare preschool children for village schools, my colleague and I will create 3 new village preschools, adding to 3 begun last year. Thank you. So celebrating with me tonight are poet Rachel Zucker, daughter of the late Deanna Wilkstein, my former Greenberg colleagues, I can't even find you out there, fierce champions of early childhood, Nettie Webb, Paige Bray, and Nomi Rosen, and we all had a workshop with Ursula. My brave activist adult children, Annabelle and Paul, who continue to teach me, my beloved father, Michael Porter, who's here tonight in the top, and my supportive and loving spouse, Rick Shields. And in absentia, I thank my sisters, Jenny and Debbie, and my late mother, Ari, for their love. As je ne sais, mi oui, I thank you.